These are the suspects. I wonder if these are connected.
CPR, ¿no? Aquí.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Vale. Este con la caja. Seguramente tenga que ver. Bonos robados. Los valiosos bonos de valores estaban guardados en la caja de latón robada. Vale, recuperación de cuaderno. Móvil de Nelligan. John Nelligan pudo haber sido sorprendido mientras robaba los bonos. Quizá ese sea su motivo para asesinar a Peter Carey. Mira, se van entrelazando las cosas. Puedo hablar con él entonces sobre los bonos. Sí, puedo hablar con él.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Vale. Wiggins podría ayudar a localizar a la tripulación del She Unicorn. Debería estar en Baker Street. Vale. Y de momento este es el Wiggins. Vale. Vamos, que tengo que ir aquí, Baker Street. Wiggins. Lo que no sé si eso será a buscar alguna otra cosa o algo.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
No sé si me ha salido algo nuevo del espacio de deducción. dirección del cuaderno. Me ha dicho que él buscaba los bonos. Móvil de Nelligan. Nelligan es inocente. Vale, o sea que tengo que elegir una u otra. Eso me gusta, está bien. Yo pienso que el chaval es inocente, no tiene la fuerza física para... matarlo. Oh. Lo que no me gusta de verdad es...
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking. These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9
del
and a
9,5.
half.
O muy grandes o pueden ir bien. Carta con salpicadura.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
¿Me puedo ir directamente aquí? Pero quiero comprobar lo de las botas. A ver si... Liam Hurtley. No tengo, ¿no?
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Presencia sin explicación. Las botas de Liam Hurtley coinciden con las huellas halladas en Woodman's Lee, lo que prueba su presencia allí. Sin embargo, Judith Carey niega que tenga un jardinero. Voy a intentar hablar con la mujer otra vez. A lo mejor la mujer me da ahora alguna pista, ¿no? Teniendo ahí a una persona más. Si le digo el nombre, si me deja decirle el nombre de Liam Hurtley.
Who could do such a thing?
No, vale, no me deja.
Poor husband.
Así que directamente nos vamos. Entonces, decía que con los compuestos químicos esenciales podían quitar cosas, ¿no? Entonces vamos a ver, tengo ahí una mesa con los... ¿no? En la que puedo experimentar, ¿no? Realizar experimentos. Vale, la mesa estaba allí. Recuperar la carta de Hartley, examinar.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
A ver.
First condition.
Debe
All 7
utilizarse los
reagents
7
should be
reactivos.
used.
Vale.
Second condition.
El reactivo naranja
Orange
debe
reagent
añadirse
should
el
be the
tercero
third one
en la
in the
secuencia
sequence
posterior
after the blue
a la
reagent.
adición del reactivo azul.
Third condition.
Un
Colorless
reactivo
reagent
incoloro
should be
debe ser
added
añadido
after the
después
orange
del
reagent.
reactivo naranja. Entonces, verde. Azul. Naranja. No, espera, no. Vale. No, lo he hecho mal, ya lo entiendo. O sea, es...
First condition. All 7. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Vale, entonces sería azul, verde, azul, naranja, tiene que ser así.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Oh, me ha salido.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon
Veamos
the
a ver si
mystery.
fue por...
I did as you asked and
Pero
hid
que me
them
me
well.
escondí. Ahí va, mierda, le he dado sin querer el clic. Pero te pido que por reconsidere. Vale, vamos a escorlanjar a hablar con el tío, el Lian. Ok, ¿tengo algo más? ¿Tengo alguna cosilla más? ¿Pruebas? Me está gustando el juego. Está interesante, tiene sus cosillas, está muy bien. El problema es la cámara, la única pega que le pongo. Ahí va. Hasta aquí.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Coño, me había metido directamente allí a...
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
cicatriz vieja. Pañuelo con herrerillo capuchino bordado. Restos de plantas. Manos de jardinero.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked, and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not saying another word.
What am I doing here?
Vale, pues hay que volver a Woodman's Lee a ver si encontramos alguna cosilla allí. No sé yo si encontraré algo. ¿Qué tengo? En la cabaña, ¿no? Según la carta de Harley y sus propias palabras, escondió algo en el lugar donde guardó los kits de jardinería. Es jardinero en Woodman's Lee, así que debería efectuar un registro. Vale. Liam Harley, un forastero que la policía arrestó cuando estaba merodeando de un modo sospechoso por Woodman's Lee de noche. Es un ex soldado que se licenció con honores del ejército después de recibir una herida de metralla en el cuello. Ahora vive tranquilo y trabaja como jardinero. Me pregunto, ¿no? Supuestamente siendo héroe militar o héroe de guerra o algo así, debería de estar mejor. Si le pregunto a... Espera, ah, vale, no son las huellas solo. Si le pregunto a la mujer por los útiles de jardinería directamente. Digo yo que... Sí, ves, me va a dejar hablar seguramente.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Esta tiene algo que ver, seguro.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Por eso que el auténtico héroe de guerra tiene que ser el que se juegue la vida, no el que está detrás de las cosas mandando, ¿no? ¿Quién es el que de verdad va a jugarse la vida? El que va a disparar, ¿no? Ya luego, si quieres que el que sea viejo, después de haberse jugado la vida, si sigue vivo y quiere seguir siendo un militar, que le pongan entonces a mandar. Pero después de haberse jugado la vida.
Let us see what is in this box.
Ahora.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Mi querido Liam, has sido muy bueno conmigo desde que te conozco. No puedo explicar mis sentimientos, pero creo que son pecaminosos y que nada bueno puede salir de ellos. Temo por lo que pueda suceder. Temo enfrentarme a Dios. Agradezco tu preocupación, pero no puedo dejar al hombre con el que estoy unida a los ojos de Dios. Es su divina voluntad que mi marido sea una cruz que yo debo soportar. Convierte mi vida en un infierno, pero las cardenales se desvanecen. No debes temer por mí. Vale. Señorita, vamos a hablar usted y yo.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
What are you talking about?
Cartas de amor.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Vale, vamos a ver. Confesión. Celos desesperados. Liam Hurtley amaba a Judith Carey tan desesperadamente que sus celos pudieron empujarle al asesinato. Pues sí. Móvil de Hurtley. La relación de Liam Hurtley con Judith Carey le proporcionaba un motivo para matar a Peter Carey. Pues sí. ¿Y qué tengo? No, confesiones de a ver, ya está. Cortejo sin importancia. Se ha confirmado que Liam Harley cortejaba a la mujer de Peter Carey y estaba enamorado. Sin embargo, la relación no fue más que un inofensivo intercambio de cartas. Para mí que fueron los celos. Porque si en realidad si seleccionaste cortejo sin importancia, Harley es inocente. La presencia de Harley en Woodlands Lee en la noche del crimen se explica por su afecto hacia Judith Carey y por el hecho de que trabajaba allí como jardinero. La relación con Liam Harley. Para mí que fueron celos. O sea, le dijo, ¿no?, que por estar casada, o sea, ella es religiosa, por estar casada a ojos de Dios con su marido no podía estar con este hombre. Y yo creo que eso le dio celos a él para hacer el asesinato y así poder estar con ella. Peque, ¿piensas lo mismo que yo? ¿Alguien en el chat piensa igual que yo? Vale, vamos a ver. Tengo que ir hasta... En un principio, hay cartas de amor entre Liam Harley y Judith fueron halladas en el interior de una caja de madera que estaba escondida en el cobertizo del jardín. Vamos a... ¿dónde está? Aquí, en Baker Street. Mira el tío como fuma pipa.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Hugh Battins, marinero. James Lancaster, timonel. Pablo Ventura, arponero, murió hace una semana.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
Pero tengo que hacer.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors. This man is
Yo
a
creo que es
harpooner,
Patrick.
and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the
Iba a decir,
tobacco
digo, para mí
pouch.
que va a ser este, ¿no? PC... Eran
Wiggins,
que me atacan.
could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Algún tiempo después.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Vale, entonces sí pudo... Sí pudo ser por... que sea inocente. Vale, mira, le dicen que no coincide, ¿no? Ahora sí. Cortejo sin importancia, presencia sin explicación. Vale, vale, vale. Tienen que coincidir. Ah, está bien, está bien. Tareas: sondear a Patrick Harris. Que la petaca pertenezca a Patrick Harris indicaría su presencia en la escena del crimen, pero aún hay que demostrarlo. Vale.
If
Me
I wish
gusta,
to
me
speak
está
to
gustando.
Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
De marinero, ¿no? A ver, de verdad, putos controles, ¿eh? Vale, o sea, tengo que buscar ropa de traje claro, bandido, granjero, batín, marinero. Vale. Este le quedaría mejor, ¿no? El número 5 como marinero. O incluso el 6. El 9 también le podría quedar bien. Y el 14. Ahí va. No, este es demasiado. 17, 16. Como que no. Yo creo que este, ¿no? Yo creo que así podría ir bien.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Vale, a Puff Sea Witch. Bruja de mar, ¿no? Sea Witch. Yo creo que así daría el pego, ¿no? Seguramente sea este.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling and arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
A ver, presta atención a los gestos de Peter Cairns para entender sus movimientos. Empujar, contener, mantenerse en reposo y... Vale. Pero no veo nada, no veo ningún gesto suyo raro. Ahora. No lo entiendo. Seguramente tenga que volver a repetir.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
Pendiente de oro. Ropa barata. Manos fuertes. Uñas amarillentas. Hombre, yo creo que no le va a poder ganar. Tatuaje marinero.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money.
Si lo estoy manteniendo. Es que no hay ningún gesto así, o sea, la cara es como que... ya está. Ya está, no puede. Yo creo que no se puede ganar.
I've had enough.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Patrick Keynes, un arponero con experiencia que ahora se enfrenta a la pobreza y el desempleo, puede encontrársele en Sea Witch, un pub popular entre los marineros, donde echa pulsos para ganarse la vida. Como muchos de los suyos, es un fumador empedernido, de lo que dan fe sus dedos amarillos. Investiga diferentes... Sí, vamos, pero no me estás diciendo... No hay así nada excepcional que pueda hacer, ¿no? No, o sea, simplemente tengo que luchar contra él y ganarle el pulso.
I'm ready to...
Coño, joder, es que a veces no... A veces no... Vamos a ver.
I'm ready.
No, si es que le doy a veces a... Le doy a veces a este y a veces no me reacciona. A ver.
I'm...
Vamos a ver. Vale, es que es pulsar, tengo que pulsar, no mantener pulsado, vale. Vale, joder. Pulsa para empujarme. Pasa que al no jugar contra... Al jugar contra algo que no tiene, no sabes su resistencia, su aguante ni nada, ¿sabes? No puedes ganar. Ya me dirás cómo ganas. Es que si tú pulsas gastas energía, si mantienes gastas energía. O sea que ya me dirás tú cómo vas a ganar aquí. Habrá manera de ganar. Es que Holmes, eres un endeble, tío, no tienes músculos. Y hasta que no le gane no le voy a poder interrogar. Venga, hombre, pero si no habías mostrado... Vale, a ver. Ahora está mostrando los dientes. Vale. Coño, dale, joder. Y de planear tu estrategia, ahí te está parando, a ver. Joder. Señor, qué pesado es. Vale, ahí él está haciendo fuerza. Ahí está haciendo fuerza. Ahí está haciendo fuerza. Ahora. Joder, venga, tío. Es que... Ah, hombre, pero si estaba ya ahí que de eso. Joder, por fin. Cansino.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
¿Por qué otro? Porque yo no quiero echarle otro, quiero...
I've had enough.
Come back later when you can use your
venga,
arms
¿en
again.
serio tengo que ganarle 300 millones de veces? Puto tramposo este de los huevos. Admite que has perdido y confiesa. La cosa es que tengo que hablar con él, pero no sé cuántas veces lo voy a tener que ganar.
I'm ready.
Ya está, menos mal. Ya, ¿no?
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life.
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner? Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was worse than them all. He was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Ya está, ¿no? O sea, desliza la petaca en el bolsillo de Kane y determinar que es suya.
Here it is.
Vale, no lo había bajado bien del todo. Ya está, era eso.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Vale, la petaca demuestra la culpabilidad. A ver, ahora mismo la petaca demuestra la presencia. Andamos que no sabemos muy bien qué pasa. Porque si muestra culpabilidad... Podría ser. Es que tiene toda la pinta, ¿no? De enterarse. Podría ser. Muerte oculta. Peter Carey estaba intentando ocultar el asesinato del padre de John Newman. A ver, tiene, en un principio tiene toda la pinta, pero no sabe de... Oh. Es que podría ponerle como culpable ya directamente.
Mr. Holmes?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
No me deja hacer mucho más por aquí. Le digo, a lo mejor hablando con él...
I'm not saying another word. What a...
Oh, señor, se atascan todo. Vale, aquí está todo ya registrado, no tengo nada que hacer. A ver si a lo mejor hablando con Watson puedo...
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Cairns es culpable. Peter Cairns fue asesinado por Patrick Cairns. Cairns es arponero profesional. Su petaca fue hallada en el interior de la cabaña. Condenar a Cairns. Cairns es un asesino a sangre fría. Ha sido hallado culpable del asesinato y debe ser castigado. Peter Cairns mató a Peter Carey, pero no fue un asesinato predeterminado. Fue en defensa propia contra un marinero borracho, armado e irracional. Yo diría que sí, ¿no? Es más este. O sea, Patrick Cairns mató a Peter Carey, pero no fue en plan por querer matarle, sino seguramente estuviese borracho y le atacaría. ¿Confirma esta lección moral? Sí. A ver qué pasa. A lo mejor me equivoco, me falta alguna pista.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't ya?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Bueno, creo que hemos hecho bien entonces.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventral. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Cabrón, como le miente.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It's all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Peter Carey fue asesinado por Patrick Keynes, un arponero profesional, el único capaz de realizar un lanzamiento tan preciso. Su petaca fue hallada en la cabaña de Peter Carey, pero el crimen fue en defensa propia contra un marinero borracho, armado y furioso. Has decidido absolver a Patrick Keynes. Pistas halladas 16. Conclusión que es culpable. Mantener pulsado para comprobar tu conclusión. A ver. Ah, bien, vale, o sea, he hallado todo, ¿no? Keynes es culpable, vale. O sea, que lo he hecho bien. 16 de 16 y que Keynes es culpable, de acuerdo, aceptar decisión. Advertencia, estás a punto de terminar el caso. Se perderán las partidas guardadas. Pulsa si no quieres hacer otra elección moral. Pulsa si estás de acuerdo en la elección que has hecho. Vale, sí. A ver, tu clasificación, personalidad tipo condescendiente, estadísticas del caso, gente que solucionó el caso del mismo modo, un 80%, gente que hizo la misma elección moral, un 60%.